Hello everyone and welcome. Today this is Yoganesh Sharma Paide and Sheikh Moin Pasha. Today we will present the database for physicians practice. Before going to the presentation, let me explain the technologies that we have used. We have used React.js for user interface, which is like for front end, and Express.js for application program interface. And we have used the SQL database to store the data. Yeah, here I'm presenting the front end which we use with the help of the React.js. This is the actual interface that we are going to represent. So this is how the interface looks. We have for total entities like staff, patients, appointments, insurance, compliance, and suppliers. So let me show how the staff data is stored with the help of the SQL database. So this is how the total overview look when we use the staff entities. So in staff entities we have used staff ID, name, position, departments, and everything about the staff that is needed for the to store the data. And also when it comes to the patient's entity, and this is how we use to store the patient's data, which is like name, date of birth, and personal information that they regarded, whether they took whether they have any allergies or not, medications, vaccination what they have taken, and conditions, do the he or she have any kind of surgical history or not, what about the family history, and what about the lab result the previous it has, the diagnostic images and everything. So when it comes to the appointments entity, so where here the patient name and the doctor name is allocated, at which date and time it is allocated, how much time, the duration of the appointment that they took, the appointment time, do they want like any consultation urgent or any kind of follow-up or something. So when it comes to the insurance, this comes how the patient's details like, do they have any insurance or not, do they have valid insurance or not, and also insurance is covering each and everything that going to covered by the hospital bills and everything. So after when it comes to the complaints records, after the completion of the visiting to the doctor, do they have any kind of complaints with the doctor, how the doctor do the treatment to the patient and everything stuff will be here. And also the suppliers, like which medical company is going to supply and which items are they are supplying, like disposals or pharmaceuticals or lab equipments and everything. So now my friend Moin Pasha will tell how the database will work, how the data is stored with the help of the SQL.
Yeah, firstly, we created the medical database, and in the medical database, we are creating different tables for to manage the different information of the staff, patients, and how the what is our payroll data about the staff and the staff scheduling, like what are the patients they are scheduled a meeting, then patient details and the patient medical history and insurance details. Then staff head, we can see the staff table created with the some of the attributes like staff ID, patient first name, last name, date of birth, and some of the important attributes to collecting from the staff. Yeah, and the staff ID is the primary key. It is auto incremented when when you are inserting every record. And in first name, last name, we can the data type is varchar and should not be null. And for the date of birth, we use the date data type to store the date. And these are the table details and to store the information for the effective management of the things. And we have like staff management module and patient module, management module, and appointments and additional information to store like financial details and the complaints management and the communication logs and the vendor details and the insurance provider who provide the insurance to the patients. We collect all the things and store into the database in the effective manner. And here some of the queries we are running like update, delete, and insertion queries. It will be explained by the Shiv Ganesh.
So uh, while we see here the user interface, so for suppose we have the staff entity here, right? So at first we have at least 5 entities which are entered. So here now we will just insert one row in staff entity. So I will just insert the one row in staff entity now. So
Mm,
I will just insert into the vendors. So I run the code now. So
mm,
here see we find a new row in the supplier section where we got new contact like AACMC medical supplies. So now we will do the update operation now. So now just we will just run the code now. So so it just updated the contact info of the medical supply co. Previously it was different, now it was different. You can see now on the screen. Now we will do the operation called deletion. We will just delete the row. We have at present we have 6 rows, and now we will see the output after running the code. So once we will refresh the page now. So and we will go to the supplier section. So yeah, it's deleted to a second row is deleted, and you can see when ready from second it was not showing and the row was deleted successfully. So remaining the select statements will be represented by my friend Pasha.
Now we have written some of the select queries to show the details of the staff, and for details of the staff, like we are selecting the position, department, status, what is the salary, and what is the pay rate from the staff. Yes, and we are left joining the with the employment details on the condition of from the staff ID, and from the employment details staff ID we are joining with this condition, and we are again doing the left join on the compensation table, and we know what is the compensation that are getting for the staff, and by the same condition like from the staff table the staff ID, and from the compensation table we take in the staff ID, and this is the primary key on the staff, and this is a foreign key on the staff, and while running it we'll get some of the information like first name, last name, date of birth. These are the information related about the staff details. And regarding the patient details, in the UA we can see so many patient details like what are their personal details and what are the medicine vaccines are they are used, and they have any previous surgeries, and these are from the different tables. We want to join the tables to get these results, and we are selecting with the some of the attributes from the different tables with the use of alias, uh, and first we are joining on the patient table and doing left join on the certain conditions like P is the patient ID is the primary key on the patient table. In the medical history, patient ID is a foreign key. With the help of this condition we are joining the table, and again we are joining here we are joining with 3 tables, like 4 tables: patient, medical history, insurance details, and the patient financial records. While joining this table we can get the full details of the patient, and these are the details like first name, date of birth, what is gender, and email address, some of the personal details, and the medical details previously they are queued, and like also the financial things what they have done in the this medical. And we can see to get the appointment details we are joining 3 tables like appointments, patients, and staff details, and this is a concatenation. We have different, the first name is in different column and second last name is in the different column. We are concatenating it, and is stored in the patient name. And we are selecting the certain attributes from these tables, and we are joining on the base of certain conditions, like from appointment table patient id, and we are joining with the patient table patient id. And with this we'll get some result regarding the appointment details. Yeah, we can see patient name David Miller and doctor is John. They have appointment of 30 minutes, like it is a follow-up, it is schedule 1. Then we are like getting the data of the complaints. We are joining the complaints table and the staff table on the certain conditions, like staff id from the complaints table and the staff id from the staff table, and we are selecting the some of the attributes to get the complaints data of the staff. Here is the output of the this SQL query, and this is our project of the medical database to efficiently store the data and retrieve the data from the database.
So yeah, coming to the conclusion, this is how we did the database for physicians using React.js as UI user interface, and Express.js as the application program interface, and SQL for database to store the data. Thank you.